You reach for your phone before your thoughts can finish forming. You fill every pause with sound, music in the shower, podcasts while walking, endless scrolling before sleep. You're never bored, but you're never really present either. Noise, constant, seamless, uninterrupted, and somehow still not satisfied. There was a time when boredom was normal. Children stared at clouds. Adults sat by windows. People waited in silence. But now, silence feels wrong. The moment nothing demands our attention, we reach for the screen, for noise, for something, anything. We've made boredom the enemy, a sign of inefficiency, of laziness, of being disconnected. But maybe boredom isn't a malfunction. Maybe it's a message, not from the world, but from within. Because boredom is not the absence of stimulation, it's the absence of distraction. And in that stillness, you meet yourself, not the self you perform, or edit, or upload, but the one that waits beneath the surface. We've perfected the art of avoidance. We've built entire systems to keep us entertained, but not engaged, stimulated, but not aware. Boredom is not emptiness. It's a signal, a subtle shift in the current, the quiet knock of the unconscious asking to be heard. It's the pause before revelation, the silence before a buried truth surfaces. When we let ourselves be bored, we begin to remember what we care about, what we long for, what hurts, what heals. The self, what Jung called the totality of our being, doesn't arrive through noise. It waits in the quiet, in the uncomfortable spaces we rush to fill. Boredom isn't your enemy, it's your invitation. An opening in the noise where the truth might slip through. We don't just consume content, we inhale it. One scroll, one swipe, one autoplay at a time. Every second is curated, optimized, gamified, not to fulfill you, but to keep you hungry. The digital world is not neutral. It is engineered to colonize your attention, to keep your mind outside of you and never within. And here's the hidden cost. You lose the ability to sit with yourself. Stillness becomes unbearable. Your own thoughts feel foreign, your own presence unfamiliar. You trade your depth for speed, your thoughts for algorithms, your soul for convenience. And what's left is a kind of spiritual malnourishment. So much stimulation, so little meaning. But the antidote isn't more productivity, it's presence. Boredom is not time wasted, it's time returned. Before we continue, please take a second to like this video. It really helps more people discover these ideas. And if you're enjoying this journey into the mysteries of the mind, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, back to the video. Carl Jung believed the unconscious was not just a hidden part of the mind, it was the deepest part, the root system of the self. But this part of you doesn't speak in words. It speaks in images, symbols, dreams, and silence. It doesn't shout. It waits. And boredom is often the quiet voice of the unconscious rising to the surface. That strange restlessness you feel when nothing's happening? It's not meaningless. It's the surface tension of something ancient stirring inside. But we numb it, again and again. We drown the signal in sound and screen. Jung warned us, until we make the unconscious conscious, it will direct our lives and we will call it fate. To know yourself, you must listen, not to what shouts, but to what whispers. So what happens when you stop running? When you stop stuffing every silence, every pause, every flicker of discomfort with noise? You begin to feel, and what you feel might not be pleasant. At first, it might be awkward, lonely, empty. But wait, stillness is not the absence of life. It's the return to it. It's where clarity comes, where intuition speaks, where you finally come home, not to a place, but to yourself. There is wisdom in the quiet. There is healing in the space. You do not need to earn rest. You do not need to justify being still. Stillness is not indulgence. It is remembrance. You live in a world that thrives on your distraction, a world that profits every time you abandon yourself. And in that world, choosing boredom Choosing silence is a quiet rebellion. It's not easy. You'll feel the pull 1,000 times a day. To escape, to numb, to reach for something outside, but you can choose differently. You can choose depth over noise, stillness over stimulation, meaning over momentum, because you are not a machine to be optimized. You are a soul to be remembered. And sometimes that remembrance begins with simply sitting still, letting the boredom rise and not running from it. This is how you return, not in a flash of lightning, but in the quiet, in the slowness, in the sacred pause. Because within that pause, you rediscover what it means to truly live. So how do you relearn something as strange as boredom? Start small. Start simple. Step 1. Create empty space. Don't fill every moment. Try doing one small thing each day with no input. No music, no screens, no distractions. Drink your coffee in silence. Walk without headphones. Let your shower be just a shower. At first, it might feel empty, pointless, uncomfortable. That's okay. That's the resistance of a mind that forgot how to be still. Step 2. Notice the urge to escape, the twitch to reach for your phone, for stimulation, the reflex to multitask. Pause there. Feel it. Don't fight it, just observe. This is the moment your awareness returns. Stay a little longer. That discomfort is the doorway. Step 3. Let whatever arises, arise. Boredom is not blankness. It's a surface, and beneath it are forgotten thoughts, half-felt feelings, and quiet truths. You may feel sadness, or restlessness, or inspiration. Whatever comes up, welcome it like an old friend. Don't judge them, just listen. This is where your unconscious begins to speak. Not in words, but in images, moods, fragments of insight. Give it 5 minutes a day, then maybe 10. Not as a task, but as a ritual. Because this isn't about improving yourself. It's about returning to yourself, noticing the space between distractions, and remembering that your mind, your soul, was never meant to be constantly fed. It was meant to breathe. So next time you feel boredom creep in, don't rush to escape it. Let it stretch, let it ache, let it open, because just beneath it, something ancient is waiting. A voice you forgot how to hear, your own. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. Carl Jung. If this stirred something in you, subscribe for more quiet thoughts in a noisy world. Leave a comment. When was the last time you let yourself be bored? Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.